GWM in the Philippines will start banking on its off-road heritage to stand out in our market. But, as with every automaker these days, electrification will unsurprisingly take a major role. Say hello to Hi4, GWM's new and soon-to-be ubiquitous plug-in hybrid drivetrain, whose sole-defining character is its standard all-wheel drive layout. Yes, GWM has goals to be a brand that's defined by its all-wheel drive hybrid vehicles. Now, there are three versions of Hi4. The first one, which is simply called Hi4, is a series parallel hybrid system that consists of a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder gas engine along with two electric motors and a 2-speed direct hybrid transmission. Hi4 is meant for unibody crossover SUVs, such as this new Sea Lion 6 rivaling Haval Xiaolong Max, which thankfully won't be its international name, along with this equally new Haval H7. The second one is Hi4-T, a parallel hybrid system for body-on-frame vehicles that is fitted to the vehicle on this video's topic, the GWM Cannon Alpha. Incrementally bigger and more luxurious than the diesel Cannon in the Philippines, the Cannon Alpha is GWM's flagship midsize pickup that competes head-to-head with the BYD Shark 6 DMO. Now, unlike the Shark 6, whose DMO drivetrain heavily relies on the electric motors, the Cannon Alpha's proper off-roading hardware. That's because Hi4-T uses a 2-liter turbocharged gas engine, along with an in-house developed 9-speed automatic and a powerful electric motor that is sandwiched between the transmission and the turbocharged gas engine. Speaking of which, there is even a 3-liter turbocharged V6 that is available in this Hi4-T drivetrain. Furthermore, there is a proper mechanical drive shaft linking all 4 wheels, which contains not just one but 3 locking differentials, one in the front axle, another one in the rear, and the third one being a center locking differential. Finally, you also have the body-on-frame focused Hi4Z. Hi4Z is a series parallel system which combines either a 2-liter or a 3-liter turbocharged gas engine along with 2 electric motors and a direct hybrid transmission. But before we head out for a drive, let us first take a look at how this pickup looks. The GWM Cannon Alpha is the largest among mid-size pickups, and it therefore has an imposing exterior to match. Likewise, the flagship Cannon Alpha has a very luxurious interior that is filled with premium materials, though the gloss black plastics on the center console are simply begging for PPF protection. Furthermore, there is also a boatload of tech features, which in this case now runs GWM's newest Coffee OS 3 operating system. It has nice and sharp graphics, and it supports over-the-air updates so that the Cannon Alpha remains up to date in the months and years to come. Oh, and just to highlight its sheer space, the Cannon Alpha is probably the only mid-size pickup that features a power reclining second row. Bet your Hilux or Ranger can't do that. Now, how does this thing drive? Okay, so we're currently now in the GWM Cannon Alpha with the Hi4-T drivetrain. How does it feel? We're gonna go straight. The brakes are actually really good. It sounds nice actually. The gas engine itong plug-in hybrid drivetrain niya, slalom. Okay. So this is just a first impressions drive, pero basically, napakalakas ang banat ng Hi4-T drivetrain and it feels even more relentless than the mainly electric-driven DMO drivetrain of the Shark 6. And then pagdating naman sa slalom course, syempre this is a pretty big pickup, but it held itself pretty well as it powered through the slalom with confidence. Even GWM's own 9-speed automatic performed really well, delivering smooth and snappy shifts enough to render it a worthy replacement to the ZF8 Speed Automatic. So now we're in this simulated off-road course with the GWM Cannon Alpha Hi4-T. So let's check out how this car will perform here. So again, first impressions with this car, it feels very quiet, of course, very refined because it's a plug-in hybrid. And then these are the rollers, so we're gonna upset the car's grip because there are places where the wheels will lose traction.
We can stop when we get on.
Okay.
Yes, we can stop it here.
So currently we're stopped here.
At the beginning to
With-
fill the circle.
Yeah. So we're stopped here at the moment with the rollers, so this is where the wheels can start slipping. And then I'm gonna put my foot.
Slow.
Okay, so it actually distributed the power to which wheel has grip. Is this okay?
Yes, we can stop it there.
Okay. So now I moved into the back of the Cannon Alpha. As you're gonna see, we're going over that off-road simulation or the bad road simulation. Okay, bumaba yung phone mount ko, pero compared to the previous Canon, mas maganda na ride quality nitong bagong Alpha version. Because our feedback with the previous Canon was that it rides too firmly, especially for Philippine roads. And again, being a pickup that's bigger than the other cars,
Yes.
like it's really good.
And to fill the circle. Yes. We can just tear out there. We can stop again. And then begin.
So one of our chief complaints with the GWM Cannon, the smaller Cannon basically with a diesel engine, is that the ride was a bit too harsh. In fact, compared pa nga sa Toyota Hilux, mas matigas pa yung ride ng GWM Cannon. But this larger Cannon Alpha kinda fixes that. Pero even the facelifted Cannon, which is already on sale in the Philippines, also gets a reworked suspension along with an improved body-on-frame chassis. Now as for those rollers, to be honest, medyo simplistic yung test na ginawa doon, so I'd rather experiment with the Hi4-T's capabilities if and when the Cannon Alpha does hit the Philippine market. Until then, continue sticking around to Go Flat Out PH as we showcase another GWM Hi4 vehicle next week.